And welcome to another episode of the Average Black Man Shizo. No,
Thank you. Thank you for coming back to us.
I take that back. I take that back. Retract,
Did you just say the average black man?
that last statement I made. Welcome
Did you?
to another episode. See. I ain't got the joint on the screen. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. To another episode of more contentious conversations with the average black man. Indeed.
That's a damn shame.
Will Smith
Pow
myself.
pow. You should just let me do the intro next time, because at least I slow down when I ain't sure. So you don't know.
Well, I'm drinking Hennessy, Hennessy.
You drinking it. Don't blame it on the alcohol now. Don't blame it on the alcohol now.
Blame it on the goose. Now, today we talking about black interpersonal relationships. Like, why do we seem like in all of these years and all of this progress and everything we go on, why we still got this slave mentality? Why we still hate each other? Why we still hate each other? Why we out here got 5011 podcasts saying, don't date and marry black women, don't date and marry black men. This race is better, that race is better. It's like, how are other races better when you?
Mm-hmm.
You're degrading yourself. Like, what's really going on here? Like, what's going on?
How do you say that without talking about yourself in your own race, in your own, your children, your daughters, your sons? How do you exclude yourself from out of all this? It's what we mostly want to talk about and things like that. And
Right, exactly. That's
that's what
like
we're gonna talk
man saying that black woman is trash, and he's saying his daughter is trash. So marry my daughter, because I did a terrible job raising my daughter. A
or
woman
their
said,
daughter is supposed to be totally like different.
right, even or the other way around. A woman saying that about her. A woman saying, "Don't date these black men." Well, look how you raising your son, and your son is trash. That's what you're saying. You're attacking yourself and your own parenting completely.
True. And we could hold each other accountable. You could hold yourself accountable for the things that you may have done very wrong in your parenting. It's okay, because there's no handbook to parenting. There's no guides that make everything guarantee is 100% a success rate for your child. Your child is guaranteed to be a success rate if you follow these specific these guidelines and these rules of parenting. Man, you can't go wrong. Well, there's no such book. There's no such book. We all make mistakes. You know, we
Absolutely,
all make mistakes.
absolutely. Let me pull up the notes because I'm a little discombobulated at the moment.
Man, this man is hosting, man. So I'm gonna just give out the description of today's show, if you guys don't mind me reading off some things.
If you will, if you will, if you will.
Because I got the notes right here. I got the handy dandy notes. Okay, so many men have the expectation of domestication without the requirements of the group economics or equality in the home, while the majority of women have the expectation of wealth without the requirements of domestication and submission or cooperation. Yeah.
Well,
There's a double-edged sword to this, people.
Let me scroll up and see what.
Major that will add sword to this, if you
Oh,
will. If you will.
oh, I'm in the wrong spot. My bad.
She's just all over the place today. So I'm gonna put this right here so my notes could be handy and dandy. I'm gonna slide the water over here to this side. So we got some gender norms. What I'm reading over here and gender roles. Just some descriptions we would like to share with you guys. Um, says how people are particularly gender, are particular of a gender and age are experienced to be behave to behave in a given social context. Behave. I'm sorry.
I see you,
So let me
Keys.
read this out.
My bad. I was just
What's up,
acknowledging.
Keith? You say
Keys.
yes, accountability is key. Gender norms and gender roles are described as how people of particular gender age are expected to behave in a given social context. Harmful gender roles results into types of inequalities between girls and boys. However, while gender norms can affect not just children but adults too, it's proven to be disproportionate. It says it affects girls differently. It's disproportionate towards little girls than it is little boys. But I'm sure men will say that it's more disproportionate towards boys than it is little girls. But I would just say this is a double-edged sword. So there are things that little boys are accountable over little girls, and there's things that little girls are accountable over little boys. You know, it's a slippery slope, like the nice white man in the red cap said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And these gender roles and all of that, to tie it into what I named the show, because I've named it the wrong show, but I can tell nobody else though. But to tie it into that, these gender roles, it's like we adhere to these gender roles when it comes to other races. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I just my opinion. I think that you know a black woman will behave and act differently and be submissive and domestic and all of that stuff to another race man because she already has a preconceived notion in her mind that this man is better than
Yeah.
what I'm dealing with, and vice versa. I think sometime, but I don't think it happened. I think men fake the funk for so long, but after a while, man can't play it off. He got to be himself. So I don't. But at the same time, though, I, with the environment that we see with the passport bros and stuff like that, the whole narrative of all these black women ain't nothing, ain't no good. It's like, why do you hate each other? What, who, the good old fashioned who hurt you? I get it now. It
Mhm.
makes sense. To me. It makes sense to me. The who hurt you makes sense now.
All because people, there's two sides. There's the female side and there's the male side, and they both have great points. I mean, we do benefit for both of their points, both of their double standard or their standard. We're benefiting from patriarchy and we benefit from matriarchy. We benefit from a little bit of both. We like a little bit of both. So what's wrong with having a little bit of both?
I call cap. I don't think there is no benefit that men have in this patriarchy that women don't have. Women get to do stuff we can't even do. Women get to accuse us of assault and say we did something we ain't even do it. We go to jail for it. We go to jail just because she
I don't
said
know
it.
no man that's going to really feel. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't know no man. There's not going to be too many men that's going to feel sexually assaulted by a woman. Excuse me. There's not too many men that associate being molested by a grown ass woman as being sexually molested. So,
But that's not what I said though.
but that's what I'm saying.
What I said
That's why
is
it would never be equal.
in the patriarchy, because you talk about men benefit from a patriarchy and women benefit from a matriarchy. I'm saying as
I
a
said
man
we
that lives in
opposite. I said opposite, not men. I'm saying men benefit from the matriarchy as well as women benefit from the patriarchy. You got that backwards.
okay, well you
Like
gotta
we benefit from each other's shit. So why can't we get a little bit of both?
I'm gonna need that example. Then I'm gonna need you to give me an example of
So
men.
men benefit off the fact that matriarchy wise, the fact that women got 99 forms of birth control. I ain't gonna say 99 for a exact number, but there's not. It's 999 forms of birth control that men get to benefit off of. And you get to say things like, that's your body, your choice, and
But that's
it's a woman's choice to get pregnant and things of that nature. That comes from matriarchy. Yeah. Y'all welcome.
that comes from
You're
feminism with
welcome for that.
that comes from feminism within the patriarchy. That comes from
Isn't
women.
that matriarchy in a
Oh,
way?
matriarch means
In a modern day sense?
in a matriarchy, the women would be the rule makers. The women would be the president, the senate, the cabinet, all of that. And it would be men asking women for permission to do things. But we live in a patriarchal society to where the women are like, hey, let us have birth control. Let us get abortions. Let us do. Why are you suppressing us, you dirty men? You're not letting us do what we want to do.
In the Black community, a
Mhm.
group of Black men feel like that it is a matriarch. It's not a patriarch in the Black community.
Okay, I can understand from that perspective. From a
Mm.
cultural standpoint, yes. From a
So,
cultural standpoint, yes, because for the last 3 generations, it has been single mothers raising families. So all of the rules and
mhm.
regulations that's been taught have come from the matriarch, the mama, the big mama, grandmama. I get that. Everybody that's watching, I love you and I appreciate you. There's a link in the comments on YouTube. If you guys want to come up, we're gonna take calls in a little while. We're not gonna try to stretch this that long. But I
No,
want to
because it's a holiday. It's a
yes,
holiday. We don't want to keep you that long.
right. I'm gonna say my premise real quick.
Oh yeah, get to your premise.
All right. Let me move this to where I can read it and see because I'm blind. I believe,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that females appear to have a more negative outlook on roles due to the fact that being to accepting the roles set for them by men. So women have a more negative outlook because they feel like it's men telling them what they should do. So men's role essentially requires men to die though. So in gender roles, women feel like men are telling them what to do and they don't have this freedom. While as on the flip side, men understand that our role is to die, provide, protect, and die for the family. That's a pretty negative position for men to have too. But men don't complain.
Right.
But men don't complain about it. Men
I
are
don't know
supposed
about the men that don't complain about it. Just because your mouth is closed doesn't mean you don't have a concern.
we accept it. We accept that my job as a man is to provide, protect. Somebody breaking the house, I gotta fight this dude, whatever, and risk my life for the family. I gotta work my fingers to the bone to for the family. The stats even show that. The stats reflect that men go to the doctor less and all of that stuff because we go to work.
I
We
mean,
understand that
and even if you didn't go to work, you still wouldn't do it. It wouldn't be one amongst your priorities. But what I'm saying is that this is what I'm saying. That hasn't always reflected well on men because men, the suicide is higher with you guys. You guys need
not,
to go to therapy more.
not
Emotionally, eternally, that doesn't help you guys too much, eternalizing all that shit. I'm just saying that's not a good thing.
I'm just
Mm-mm.
saying
That's
the
not a
the
good
off
thing.
the,
To
off,
promote your to promote you internalizing your emotions. Now you feel a way about having to die for a chick that might not be grateful for your ass living, even though even though there are songs, I'd say, Sasa, that says, I would die for you. I would kill for you. Bitches make songs about this shit. But you okay for dying. What happened? Back that up. Rewind. What happened to you dying for me? What happened you catching this body for me, for us? Then we ain't gonna say here and say there's like I'm sure there's a lot of bitches in prison right now because she would die for you, literally, kill for you, literally. So I think if you feel some type of way, fellas, y'all should say something. Fuck that. Fuck what people say. Fuck what they say. I don't want to die for you. I don't want to live to die for you. Speak out. Fuck that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
that's a song, and I get that. Prince got a song that say "I would die for you." So
Yo,
that's
listen, they made 99 songs about this man.
that's neither here nor there. The
I'm just
fact
saying.
the fact of the matter is there's a whole campaign called feminism that women have that say, "Hey, I can go to work, I can make money too." And when men say, "Okay, well, if you want to share the role of being a man, then also take some of these responsibilities that come with being a man. Let's put our money together and have stuff. Let's get a house together. Let's do this together. Let's do that. Oh, you a man? You supposed to be the one to take care of me. Well, wait. You want the benefits of being a man, but none of the responsibilities that come with being a man?
See, here's what I never understood. I thought that's what we were supposed to be doing. I thought that's what we were doing. Putting my money together, putting your money together, and then we get something together. I'm looking at posts on social media saying that if a woman has a house, she's not marriage material. Do you not hear these bum bitches saying they don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory? You want one that can't afford to take you to one? Y'all fellas,
Right.
are y'all understanding what y'all saying? Now, ladies, on the flip side, ladies, what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? I'm just saying. It's wrong. What's wrong with the Waffle House? Some of these diners hit way better than some of these places that you could go to. These 5-star places, these name places. That's like getting mad that this. I'm gonna compare it. This might be apples and oranges to people. Say Timothy's own, and he make his own clothes. He make his own casual clothing line, not activewear that y'all niggas like to buy all the time. No, casual clothes, khakis, button ups, casual clothes. He make it business casual clothes. So instead of you meet a guy, he go on a date, he got on Timothy's from head to toe, but he corny because it's not Louis Vuitton. It's not this. It's not that. Shit, better material than Louis Vuitton. Better quality than Louis Vuitton. Should look better. It's made by a black man. But no, it's not them. So what's wrong with Chipotle? I like Chipotle. I don't think it's a date. Like we're not eating in. Most people don't eat at Chipotle. So there's that.
So I put the list on the screen. It made the news. Channel Fox 8 News. It made the news. Fox News.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Chipotle is not a date. It's something you eat. I mean, you can make it a date. You can make Chipotle a date, but it's not a date. You can make it a date. You take Chipotle, you lay it out on a nice little on a rug or some shit, and some flowers and some candlelights, and you make it all nice.
My personal opinion, a dinner date should never be the first date. My personal opinion. That's just
bowling is nice. What's wrong with bowling? Hookah bar is nice.
Hookah
bar just for drink is nice.
Nightclub, it's kind of rough. That's kind of testing yourself and the woman because you don't want to be in a nightclub. A nightclub is kind of
nightclub. Yeah,
that's kind of a test. Like I'm gonna test myself and the woman because it's like if somebody try to holler at her, you gotta. Is she gonna respect the fact she came with you? You know what I mean?
The buffet is not cool neither because there's too much shit going around. I'm gonna just agree with Timothy is on. Going out to eat is just not a good first day because you're not gonna get to talk and get to know that person and things of that nature. But I say bowling is good because you get to go behind her and teach her how to bowl. Golfing is good too because you get to get behind anything that promotes physical contact. It's a good date. I'm going to tell you that. Anything. Bowling, pool, golfing, shoot. If you could take her swimming, if y'all could go to the beach, that's a good that anything that promotes in my opinion, anything that promotes anything that promotes physical contact is a good outing.
You interact with each other. Yeah. I think eating should be how you end the day. Like we go out, we do something, we have fun, and after we go bowl, like we go bowling, they have drinks at the bowling alley. You can get some beers and wines or whatever. You chill and have fun, laugh and giggle. Then after you do that, and the bowling alley, you got liquor in your stomach. Then you go get something to eat. You don't start
the day. Olive Garden. Applebee's. There's nothing wrong with Applebee's. Wingstop is not a date neither because you can't sit down and eat.
You sit there
So,
reading,
like I said, take Chipotle off because you can't really sit. No one really sits down and eat there,
just be
except for
ready.
Caucasians. I'm just being honest. Us color folks don't eat there. Wingstop, you really can't
Now,
eat there.
hold on, Morphine. Let me ask this question. Now, these women that made this list, are any of these things acceptable for non-black men to do? Would they accept it from them because they got a preconceived notion that those men are better? And he can take me to fancy places, but hey, we just stopped over here because we was hungry. Will they justify it?
I justify Chipotle for a Caucasian because I'm just going to be honest. When I go in Chipotle, I just see them sitting down eating all the time. Like it just seems like that's what they do. I don't really see a lot of, unless they got their kids with them. I see black folks sitting down, but I don't see a couple sitting down. I will see a white couple sitting down. I will see an Asian couple sitting down at Chipotle. I just wouldn't see or Wingstop. What chairs you got at Wingstop? That's what I want to know. Where's the tables and the chairs at?
Now, on the flip side, the list that they say that the women strike back, do you think for a different race that they would accept this, but it's unacceptable for black men?
The ladies that strike back have a new list of the men that have no business dating. Period. Um, Men with toddlers or younger. That go both ways. Men and women with toddlers, and you got a baby. You shouldn't be dating. That's just you. What's how the song go? You need your ass whooped. Need your ass whooped. You need to go to the house. You tried it. I don't even know why you outside. Men that live with their mama. I feel a certain way about that because I feel like if you're living with your mother, you should have a lot of money saved because you ain't had no bills. That's how I'm gonna think about that. He should have a good savings. Men that live with their baby mama, of course, he live with his baby mom. You don't think they still fucking? I mean, unless I could have you and your baby mom, then that's different. DL men, I mean, that's kind of risky, but if you into dating bisexual men, I have no judgment on that. Men that don't have a valid driver license, I mean, you can help him with that. Is that a big deal? Well, I mean, that's kind of fucked up because that means you fucked your driver's license up. You got demerits and points it gets in. And, yeah, I mean, you're not responsible. So I guess you could read into that. You could psychoanalyze that. Men that bank with Cash App. What? That doesn't make no sense. That's stupid. Take that off the list. Men that sag their pants, yeah, keep that on. Men that don't take care of their kids, keep that on too. Men that disrespect women, I don't know about that because some bitches need to be disrespected. We gonna take that off. We gonna take that on off. We gonna take that off. We gonna remove that. Men that don't own a suit, yeah, we gonna keep that. You need to own a suit, brother. How you gonna get a job interview? Um, Men that live in motels. I mean, shit. If he can afford it, who the fuck about to tell her where he need to live? Um, Men that hold a couple of dollars till they get paid. They want to hold a couple of dollars until because you ain't. Yeah, that's a routine. Like I can't even say that'll become a routine. He'll keep asking for you. And men, watch out for that too. Watch out for a woman that always want to hold something. She always need $30. She always need $40 because she gonna always need type of bitch. Okay. Men who oh wait. Men who clothes are in tubs. Oh, he don't have no dresser.
You know,
I don't think I don't care. I mean, that's up to you. As long as you like keep your clothes nice.
they got the mattress on the floor. Is that
No, men. I ain't get to that part. We at 13. Men that can't log into anything without help. I mean, yeah, that is a painful pain in the ass. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just a pain in the ass. I say change that to men that don't want to learn how to log anything without you. I mean, you don't want to learn. You don't even want the help. Like, change it to that. I'm trying to help you, little crazy ass, but you just stupid. You stuck in the Stone Ages. The men that got to tell they mama everything. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I don't think no one likes that. I think no one likes that. I mean, shit, he don't want you to tell your daddy everything neither. Let's be real. It's kind of weird and gross. Um, Men that got it. Yeah, okay, I read that. Men that work in FedEx.
That's
What's wrong
cap.
with that?
They got FedEx people that make $60,000-$70,000 a year.
What's wrong with that? Y'all tripping. Let's take that all too, because she tried it. Men that work for a temporary service. I mean, bitch, he works. Let's take that. Let's take anything that has to do with the man having a fucking job, because bitch, you tried it. Truck driver, you tried it. Them Grand Rising man, well, bitch, good morning to you too. I don't know what the hell is good about morning, but hey, you think about it. Then what are you doing, man? I don't like what are you doing either. What happened to how are you doing? What happened to that? Did that just go out the door, mannerisms? It just went out the door. We don't ask that no more. It's a new age. We don't ask how are you doing anymore. So there's that.
They
Men
talk
with multiple kids and baby mamas.
about the text message, jump in the inbox. What you doing? Where you at?
Right. And I said, what happened to how you doing when you jump in the how you doing? How your day is? Instead of what you doing. That's so invasive. It's an invasive ass question. Anyway, I don't like it. I never liked it. I don't like it if women do it. I don't like it if no one does it. It's an invasive question. Men with multiple kids and baby mamas. No one wants them. No one wants a dude with a multiple kids and baby mamas. No one wants a woman with a multiple kids and baby daddies. They're just both in the same goddamn boat. They don't like to think they are, but they are. Men that bash women on social media. Okay, back to that double-edged sword. No one likes men and women that bash men and women on social media. That shit looks queer. It looks queer as fuck. It looks like you only with this person so everybody don't think you are on a DL, or so everybody won't think that you are gay and shit. It sounds gay. It sounds fucking gay. Yeah, I said it. I don't care.
Right. I brought keys to the street panel early, get it popping.
Hey.
What's up, DJ Southside?
Hey, what's good? What's good? All right.
That's Southside Queens right there. When I was in New York, I was chilling with Southside right here.
Yeah, we good. We good. How's everybody?
All right,
we good up here on the panel.
All right, you're happy.
Close your YouTube.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, leave this screen open, but close the YouTube.
Okay.
She said, I'm mad. It's a new list. Oh, girl, they got a list. But that's for another show. They got a list where the lady said the things that you do for your man, but that's something different.
Yeah. Happy pre-Thanksgiving if you celebrate.
Yes, me. Yes, sir. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to everybody. I like the Grand Rising men. There's nothing with Grand Rising. I had to think one day. We say good morning every day. Every day we say good morning. What is good about morning?
That you're up, that you made it to another day.
Spelled different, right? You do know they spelled different, right?
I don't care.
Well, I see my host. She has a thing where she don't say weekend or good morning, because you could be morning something. There's different ways to spell things and everything.
It's different ways to take something. How is interpreted?
That's what I'm saying. Because it sounds the same, don't mean that's like saying two TOTWO TOO mean the same thing because they all sound alike.
That's why we have a dictionary, so we can break it down. That's why you should go to school, so you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You shouldn't have to go through all the hula hoops. You feel me?
Right.
Like only a person not educated would ask some shit like that.
That's why everybody be fucking up when they be writing comments saying they're writing the wrong there. They're supposed to do this, but they put THERE like there. Like,
but let's not go to y'all. Here y'all go having lessons. We supposed to be talking about gender wars.
Right.
Talk about the list. I was only on number 14.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, I was listening to the
Oh,
list.
you was
Yeah.
on number like 20 something. I'll pull it back
Well,
up.
listen, I wasn't done tearing this shit to shreds because they tried it. Like I said, we taking everything on this list that has to do with a job. Okay, everything. I don't care if it's temporary. I don't care if it's FedEx. I don't care if it's a truck driver. I don't care if it's a bus driver. I don't give a fuck if he works for Uber. He got a job, okay?
But
Timothy, can you do me a favor and take the thing from down the bottom so I can read the next ones?
Okay.
The copyright fair use. Sorry, y'all, for just a second. All right, so we down there. Men that have to load their card to add money to it. I mean, everybody gotta add money to their card, girls.
It's called direct deposit.
But what happened if
hold on. I think they're talking about, trappers. Like, there's one thing to load it into. You can put money in the bank, but like you said, loading it up to a prepaid card, that might be a little reckless. In other words, they're showing reckless.
Well, it ain't say a prepaid card. It just said to their card to add money to it. That's open for interpretation.
Oh, you mean to load onto her card?
It says men that have to load their card to add money to it. That is open for interpretation. What card? What kind of card?
They don't got a bank account. That goes together with the whole somebody that banks with Cash App, like they use.
Right. Yeah. Like, you don't have an actual, like, you have limitations. You do know with the card, you can't do what normal people can do. So with the card, with the bank card. So.
All right, let's go up. Men that don't keep their locks up. Yeah, I don't like that neither. I don't like. We're gonna keep that on the list. We're gonna keep that. Men that hairline going, but they keep holding on. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on the list. We're gonna keep that too. Men that always talk about what they used to have. I mean, women, y'all too. Y'all love to hold on to yesteryear. You love to hold on to yesteryear, and that girl that you whooped ass when you was in high school, but you ain't go to the gym or been stretched out or did some cardio in years. You ain't about that life no more. Yeah, we all do that. Married men
and married women.
I mean,
too.
I would think.
I
think they wouldn't be one
I would think that'd be number one. Shit,
I think that would be the. Why is that number 27 Southside?
Damn, I don't know.
You know why? You know why it's not number one? It ain't that important.
27.
It ain't that important. It ain't that important. Wow, that's saying a whole lot.
Why is it number 27 though?
Mr. Moody Wild, Elder Moody Wild, appreciate you for coming on.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How's everybody doing?
All right.
Happy pre-turkey day. Happy pre-turkey day.
Likewise. How's my audio? Can y'all hear me all right?
Yes, your audio's great.
All right.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell are y'all doing? Like, y'all just all over the place tonight. Like, that's all I want to know. Like, y'all went from one thing to another thing, and now y'all went from a list of a place where a places to eat to a places with a man. What the fuck are y'all doing?
The thing about it is my stance is are women being subjective when it comes to dating men? Like, they have these standards only for black men? You know what I mean? Like, will this be do they change it up when it's a non-black dude because they have a preconceived notion that if I'm dealing with this whatever race man, so since this green man I know green man is good men, so since I got this green man, I'm gonna change it up. But for you, black man, this ain't. I don't accept this. You dusty. That's my stance.
But I mean, like, I don't. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. But they're not being dated. Nobody's dating. Nobody's taking black women out. Nobody. They're not being courted like that. They're not.
That's not true.
They're not, listen, bro.
I'll give you a prime example. I'll put myself in one of these examples. So when I used to be on the dating scene a lot, and I dated this one girl, and I took her out. We went out to dinner. This was like a blind date. We met over the phone, and then we decided to meet up. And then, we go out to eat. here, there, the movies and everything. And by the time we was leaving the movie theater, she said, yeah, I gotta go. She said, you're too nice. Or you're too, you know what I mean? I'm not thuggish. You know, I wasn't
But that ain't had nothing to do with what I said, fam. I'm
but you
saying
can
that.
take them out. It doesn't. But you can
I'm
take
saying
women
that
out. Women are
overall.
being taken out.
Let me listen to what I'm saying, family.
Okay.
I'm saying that overall, the contemporary sister is not getting dated like that, bro. They're not. They're not. These
Why?
young niggas. I'm not talking about.
Ooh,
I'm not talking about grown motherfuckers, 40 plus, 50 plus, shit like that. These
Right.
20-something-year-old young dudes is not taking these women on formal dates at all.
And why is that?
Because they're at a point where they're saying that these ladies are not conducting themselves in a manner that would make them want to do that. This is what we got. This is the crux of the conversation, bro. Y'all dancing around the shit, family.
Timothy, can you pull the list of the places that these women say that they're not going to go? Can you please pull that up one more time? So, for clarity, brother Mudawa.
Right, I know.
For clarity, can you tell me these are some of these places formal places to take a woman?
Anything on that list is a date. If a motherfucker is willing to spend his money on you.
Yeah, it's more. I've had successful dates at McDonald's. Nigga,
there is absolutely no such thing as this is the wrong place for me to take you if it's not costing you nothing but your time and you showing up. You might not like it. You might not necessarily like it. You might not be a dog person. And I say, meet me at the a kennel for an adoption I'm trying to do. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. I have a question.
Go ahead, brother.
Could it be that the people that they needed to look up to figure out what dating was about wasn't dating? Like,
no, yes, to a certain
degree. Did we not teach?
Yes.
Because I learned how to date from my elders about how to court, about when I seen successful and unsuccessful partnerships, relationships, and everything, but you seen how things work. All of a sudden, during this wave of when there was a time when I don't know when it happened, but there was a switch in our community where the women started to uprise against us, and like the masculine sword was being swung.
Well, let me ask you a question, brother. Have you ever been not turned down for a date, but I'm saying a chick saying, I'm willing to go out with you, but if we go in there, I don't want to go.
Never.
Ever. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's cap.
Yeah, this is all clickbait. Like, I've never had a woman well, you know who you're dating. I mean,
right, you know the broad. You know who she
if you met, but don't get me wrong. There's a lot of dumb
you know if she's a makeup
There's
queen.
A lot.
You know if she's a makeup queen with $50,000 worth of horsehair in her head, you don't take her to a motherfucking pool party on the first date.
No, well, yeah. Well, you know, listen, there's a lot of just like misguidance, and I don't know what's going on. You're right. There's a lot, because I hear a lot of horror stories from women. I do a podcast, so I have a lot of women and men that come up there, and they both have complaints. And I always try to make sure I have a good circle of young people too, so I can get their perspective, so we can get the temperature and see what's out here. And you're right, but there's a thing that's going on where they don't know.
But what I'm saying is, bro, is how, or if you're properly vetting women, until we get to a point where women are sponsoring dates, where women are saying, "Hey, Mr. Whoop Wop Wham, I like you. Let's go do Whoop Wop Wham on me." Until we get to that point, as long as the dating sphere is controlled and the cadence of the date is controlled by men, why are young men letting women have so much say so and what the fuck is going on? Why are these young men giving up the power?
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great
You're
question.
you
Why?
are you are asking. I'm saying to Keisha, I'm taking you out. I'm going to such and such. I want you to go with me. I want you to be my companion. Either it's yes or no. If she ain't with it, there should be 10 more that is. She ain't spending no money.
I think we're getting the views of the less and not the more.
The
I
views of
think
the
believe-
that
less and
niggas
not
are
the more.
acquiescing too much. I think niggas are acquiescing
Ooh,
and trying to be too motherfucking nice. And I don't mean be
No.
disrespectful.
ooh.
No.
That's a
I don't
strong
think that.
accusation. Men are being too nice. Men are acquiescing to what women want. Well, I can
Yes.
understand what he's saying because it's like, okay, well, if I got to do all this, and I'm gonna go overseas and I'm gonna do it. Whereas, honestly, bro, if it's saying to be asked anyway, so it don't matter who the hell asked you that shit. Why would you accept it if it's not acceptable? The fuck? Like, how
I'm
is
not with
that
that.
That's
logical?
I'm not with that overseas. Like that's not my thing.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm not saying it's a problem to be a passport bro. But I'm saying if you're saying a certain type of
But-
mentality is unacceptable, shouldn't it be
Mhm.
unacceptable all across the board, no matter where the fuck you at?
right. If you
Right.
don't like
I
if
mean,
you don't like a
I
thing,
mean,
if
yes.
you genuinely don't like a thing as a man, if you feel like you're being manipulated in any type of way as a man, why are you acquiescing?
Because people get too comfortable. They don't know how to change.
But how did black men, I'm just gonna say American men, I'm not gonna say black men. How did American men get to the point where we are acquiescing to women in order to spend our money on them? That's fucking ludicrous, bro.
I mean, that's how strippers work.
What is
It's
I got a
fucking
question.
ludicrous.
I mean, I don't know.
welcome,
I got a question.
Isaiah. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, well, hey, how's it going, everybody? I just want to know what is equity and that word that Medea keep using. What? How are we? What?
Bowing down, bro. Bowing down.
I don't
Bowing
know.
down.
Okay, all
I
right.
think, I
So
think you gotta be in that
I
room
didn't
by
want to. I wanted
yourself.
to ask. I was like,
Acquiescing, but go ahead. The same shit.
acquiescing means what now?
Bowing down.
Okay,
Taking the
okay.
back
Submit.
seat.
To submit.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I wanted to understand the question. I was like, okay, I understood. I couldn't understand until I understood what the word meant. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, just breaking it down, taking it
Break it.
you wanna go see a karate flick. She wanna see a chick flick. Okay, you broke that shit down and you're going to go see a chick flick.
Right. Okay.
You're bending to what she wants.
No, how about compromise? Do you know that sometimes society throws you a pitch sometimes? That used to be a thing. And then remember on Valentine's Day, you would have this issue like, oh my God, I gotta go see a chick flick. Well, they started releasing guy flicks too. And if you had a woman who compromised with you, you can do both.
But how are you compromising on your money? That's my point.
Because you're spending.
Listen to what I'm saying,
Whoa,
family.
whoa, whoa.
Listen to what I'm saying. Please hear me on this. Until
Okay.
the dynamics of American dating change, until
Right.
women call you up and be like, "Hey, man, I think you handsome as a motherfucker, and I want to take you out Saturday. Pick you up at 8. Be ready because we going over here, over there, whatever the fuck, however the fuck they get out." Until women start doing that and they busting open their purse and they're paying for it. There is no fucking compromise. Why are you
But they're not the leader.
compromising with your money?
But I'm not looking for that from a woman. I'm not looking. I'm the leader.
You didn't hear a word
I'm the
I said.
captain of this shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Yes, you are.
don't look for. All I look for her is to be a woman, to
Yes.
be beautiful.
Yes.
Hold it down.
Yes.
Show me love. I
Yes.
love you.
Yes.
Take care
Can I
of the
ask
crib
a
when I
question? Can I ask a question that'll make a bridge between what you guys are saying?
Mhm.
I want to make a statement, then I'm gonna ask a question. It kind of seems like when Moody Wide brings up this conversation, well, he says it the way that he says it, and he brings it up in the topic when we talking about gender wars. It's almost like men feel as though if a woman pays for something for you, it emasculates you. If she pays for you to go out, pays for y'all to go out, fuck you. But she pays for y'all to go out, it's emasculating you. And
I'm
and I
Masculine.
just don't understand. I don't understand for me, and I think for
Great,
Brother
great
Mooneywater as well.
observation.
What is
Great
Yeah.
what is not
observation,
understanding
Keisha.
is how is that emasculating to show you appreciation financially?
Great observation, Keisha. Because guess what? You might be a chick that's into ballet. I honestly can't stand the motherfucking ballet. I've been a couple times, think it's the boringest shit in the world. But if Keisha said, "Hey, Moody Wop, man, this Saturday there's a ballet at the Woot Wop Wham. I want to take you." If I like Keisha and I want to spend time with Keisha, fuck the fact that I don't like the ballet. Guess what I'm gonna do?
You're gonna go
You're
see ballet.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's my whole
Okay.
point,
Okay.
brothers.
Okay.
Y'all are a lot of brothers.
All right.
Let me finish.
Hold on.
A lot of
Wait.
young brothers are wasting time with women that's not really interested in them,
Hold
and they're
on 1
not
second. Hold
vetting
on
them
1 second.
properly.
Wait 1 second. I want to stop right there where you were. I just want to flip the situation.
Go ahead,
And
brother.
women are doing things that they don't want to do for men either. And they're not. They do. You think they want to do 95% of the shit that we ask them to do? Nah, but they do it because of what? Love. Because they
Oh,
fuck
fuck
with you.
no. I think we're not talking about a relationship context. We're talking about a dating context, family.
And that's fine. And if
Love
you're
ain't nowhere
dating,
in this conversation right now.
well, if you go out on,
We're
what
talking
does a
about
date
dating.
consist
Love
of?
ain't in this conversation yet.
Wait. What does a date consist of? That means you're taking someone out and you're paying for them. So you're breaking down all this other stuff. This is what it is. This is what a date is. Whoever we court women. Women don't court us. So I'm trying to figure out
That's the
where's
problem.
this.
Now,
You're like,
thank
well,
you.
why
Now you're
not?
getting
It's
it.
like, well, what's the
That's the
problem in
point.
them not
Why
courting
not?
us?
If you want to have more success with women, fuck with women that want to fuck with you.
Okay, so that's fine, but I still can stand on.
Well, there's
That
always
doesn't
that.
define me in a relationship. I don't care if you make, as long as you're good, I'm good. Like I'm not gonna date somebody who's not stable enough to stand on their own either.
But we're not talking about her financial situation. There's a lot of women out here with long motherfucking bread, my God.
But you keep bringing it back to money.
Welcome, brother.
I'm bringing it back to the point to where if you are dealing, if I'm a young guy, if I'm talking to a young guy and I'm saying, hey man, this is what you need to be looking for in the dating sphere. You need to be vetting women. In barring some weird ass shit, if you invite her somewhere, if it's not something that like just totally goes against her, you can't even invite her to no bee convention if she's allergic to bees. Like we can't that type of shit. But barring some other shit, if she turns you down flat, or you what the fuck are you doing?
Move on.
Forward, bro.
I definitely agree. Move
because
on.
she really likes you. It does not. Listen to me, brother. If she likes you, Chipotle, Chuck E. Cheese, or a trip to Mars is going to be a good time for her, bro. If she likes you. If she don't, there is nothing you can do that's gonna make her have a good time.
Okay, but how do you know unless you start dating? And the first thing you would do is, wouldn't you ask her, where would you like to go, instead of you picking where you want to go?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
You're wrong. That's where you fucked up. Never ask a woman where you want to go. That you never ask a woman where you want to go.
No lie, that
tell
shit
her,
is annoying. It's annoying. You don't know where you want to go?
Can I say this, please? Let me get this out, because that brother made a good point. That is the first fatal flaw. You never ask a woman where you want to go. You tell her where you're going, and you want her to be your companion.
Okay, so basically, at the end of the day, like all these women that's doing these videos talking about if he showed like the cheesecake chick, like, oh, I know he didn't. That's basically an admission that she don't like you, and she just wants to go experience something that she wouldn't even do for herself.
That's basically what it is. Because Cheesecake Factory, or I don't get McDonald's a sundae from the dirty ass machine at McDonald's. If the woman like you, she gonna be like, let's go get us a sundae.
Yeah, so who don't love unless you're allergic to cheese?
Come on, man. It's just
I
we
don't understand this Cheesecake Factory thing. Like, these some ungrateful ass bitches. I
There's
just
more
they
say
than
that.
not
cheesecake.
ungrateful. They don't fuck. They don't like them niggas.
Yeah,
There's more
or
than
that too.
cheesecake.
They just don't like y'all. They don't
Yeah,
like y'all. Yeah,
yeah, they just not
I'm agree
into you.
with Brother Moody, Brother Moody. Why? Oh, I'm so tongue tied right now. I'm agree with Moody because y'all
So, but back to
getting
my
back
original,
to they some ungrateful bitches.
but back to my original get down though.
Leave them.
Do you think that that's just something you see amongst us, and that it would be accepted if the gentleman was of a different nationality, and vice versa? If a dude, do like the whole narrative going on with the weaves and the nails and all of that, is just, let's not pretend that non-black women don't put hair clips and wear nails and do the same thing. Like, so is it really a self-hatred in a sense?
I don't. I wouldn't. I don't think. I
I
don't think
believe
self
it is.
hatred is the tie-in.
I believe it
Like
is.
I don't
I
think
believe.
because I've seen personally, I've seen women that are rigid on brothers about certain behavior and real loose on non-brothers about certain behavior. I don't think that's self-hatred. I think that people tend to acquiesce because they feel like I'm getting into a room that I'm normally not in. And okay, if you want to call it self-hatred, it- it's low self-esteem.
Same
It's
thing.
low cultural esteem. Let me say it like that. You
Well,
might have high self-esteem, but you have low cultural esteem.
so you think less of your own people?
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that's deep. Who think?
Well, yeah,
I have
yeah.
a question.
Go ahead, let
How
brother
y'all do-
Trey get in. He been
how y'all
quiet.
doing? I'm just hearing these brothers, dabble back and forth, and it's interesting the two perspectives. I don't know. Everything on that list. You know, when I was young, some of those things was outside of my price range anyway. So, and I learned early in life because I had 5 sisters, 2 older, 3 younger. I saw how guys would approach them, you know, when I was a young guy trying to, not even dating yet. Some guys would bring flowers, some guys would come, they sit out on the porch and I used to always question my sister, like, do you like them? Yeah, I like them. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
You
And the
breaking
guys
up,
that they
brother? Or is that me, or is that brother breaking up?
That's you.
That's
the
you.
guys
I
that
can
did
hear
the
him.
guys that
All
didn't
right,
like
my
the
bad.
girl,
All right.
the guys that my sister didn't like, they sort of just brushed off to the side. But I was young, I didn't really understand. But the guys they like, what I'm saying, you might see them 3, 4 times. Next thing you know, their interactions progress, and it just goes from there. Luckily, I had my father around to sort of, run a lot of people off and balance it out. But as I got to dating, you know, I just always understood where my pockets were, first of all, and I wasn't
There you
so
go.
caught up in. I wasn't caught up in a woman's looks. Your looks didn't get it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was a part of it, but it was how you interacted with me. I was a
Right.
silly guy. I like to, throw jokes on myself, and I always was drawn to a woman with a good sense of humor, in a sense, because back then it was less vanity. Girls with the short hair, they knew how to lay it down with the bangs and the little pre-con gel oil and whatever, and they come out, they looking nice and shiny in the sun. The girls with the long hair,
Talking about the
girls with the
ponytail like
medium
this.
hair. I mean, whatever it took. If they had the little short thumb ponytail, they knew how to lay it down when, it was just a different time. And then as I became a grown man, and I'll tell y'all can look back over the last 30 years, 93, 94, when the movie Baps came out, women have been riding that same uniform. It's gotten worse in a sense as far as the dress because they're revealing more, but the
Mm-hmm.
uniform has been the same. Women have really not moved in advance. Now, brothers, they a little different. I remember, you would get on a little, you at least put a collar shirt on, nice little pair of slacks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You try to impress so your little date. Now they roll up with the hand ones and they drawers showing and their little baby t-shirts and and thinking they fly. To me, it just doesn't register because I'm older. I'm 55, but it's like the list that these women choose not to go. Most of them can't even cook a meal on those lists anyway.
Talk about it.
And I eliminate women just based off what they event. I'm not into weave. Never am. I'm not into it. And I judge
Not even box braids. Not even
No.
box. What did the box
No.
braids do to you?
No, nothing. Listen. They're fun to have. Look, I can pull them. I can if you know what I'm saying. If I'm having a good time, I can slang them. I can pull them. There's nothing wrong with to play with, and that's why I think a lot of women get caught up at, because guys like to play in that type of Barbie doll hair that you see at the, you know, as a little boy, you see it at the little store, the little Barbie doll. You like, ooh, you gonna wind the hair. You might. Guys like that, but 9 times again, guys don't really marry that. They don't really marry that. They'll play with that for
May
four.
I ask a question? May I ask a question?
Yes, brother.
Like, I don't know what city y'all from, or what, if y'all live like outside of when you go out, when it's you and your gal, I'm talking to the fellas right now. When it's you and your gal and you go out on date night, or you and your wife and you go out on date night, do you see a lot of young Black couples out having date night, or no?
Yes, I do. I'm from New York City. I'm out
in
like
New York.
I'm out like
I don't be seeing that. That's crazy. I don't be seeing it really. I'm in LA.
Yeah,
So.
they come.
Right.
I'd like to give some examples. They come to events together. They support each other musically. Like, there's a lot of love in the city. Now, there is a lot of heartache too. You know, there's a lot of fuck boys, a lot of fuck girls. It's just a part of, you know, the culture. It's a part of everybody. Like, and I've dated all sorts of races, and I've seen what you said. Like, sometimes, you know, we treat others differently. I've seen it, but me personally, the women I've dated who've been different races, I treat them the same. I look at you the same.
The reason why I asked that question, bro, is to get back to the overall thing of what Tim was getting at. It's like, the young people, and when I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm 50 plus years old. I don't see young people on dates the way when I was in my 20s. I don't see it. So, and I don't see these young men and these young women going on any dates, whether it be 5-star restaurants, or whether it be greasy spoon joints, or whether it be just regular movie dates. They're not interacting like that. And I said that to say this social media shit that's going around is cap. It's all cap, y'all. Don't believe none of that shit. These young people are not socially interacting enough with each other for these things to be a phenomenon. The young boys, they're not asking these women out on dates. These young women damn sure ain't asking these young boys out on dates. Because guess what? It's too many women out here that ain't getting took out.
And brother, it plays right into the reality of it though. Because
I want to say from my end, I see what you're saying, and maybe where you're at.
One at a time. Hold on, Keys. The brother Trey was talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it really plays into the dynamics of that list of places not to go. If you're going out to different places and you don't see these young individuals at these places as a couple, so the list is both valid and invalid. For one, they saying they don't go, but on the other hand, they're not even going anyway. The guys or the girls, like you said, they're not even getting to those spaces, and it's really scary because this is the most dynamic time for the most dynamic age group. If you're between 20 and 35 as a man, maybe 40, you can date that age range from 20 to 40
all day long.
But this is where it gets dynamic to me with the fellas, because as a young man, these things should not even be an issue to you. If you're on your grind, on your purpose, you should be able to hit every restaurant 7 days a week if you want to. But here we are, because women are putting a list out, but they're not even going to these places anyway. So
right, you're right. You're right. They're agreeing to a list that they're not even adhering to. Like that's not even your lifestyle.
Yeah, manless.
Niggas ain't saying, you ain't got a bunch of niggas saying, baby, let's go to Cheesecake Factory.
Let me
You just don't.
Let me play this clip real quick. Let me refresh the screen.
What? That's fine for you, but that's not okay for me. That's my preference. I don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory on the first day. That's why y'all ass don't get shit, because y'all don't have no fucking standards. You're always gonna accept whatever a nigga gives to you. I don't accept what a nigga gives to me. I'ma tell the nigga what I want, okay? And I get what I want. At the end of the day, if you let a nigga take you to Cheesecake Factory, he's gonna Cheesecake Factory you to death. You'll never experience Maestro. You'll never experience Ocean Prime because you just let a nigga take you wherever the fuck you want to take you. Oh, I'll go wherever. I'm just happy to be out. I'm just happy to be on a date. And again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. I love the Cheesecake Factory food. I go there all the time with my friends and my family. But as a man for a date, that is a low standard. I don't care. All that, we were supposed to get to know each other. We can get to know each other at Maestro's. I don't want to get to know nobody on you. What? That's fine for you, but
I mean,
oh, poor little baby. Poor
I
baby. I would tear her ass up for that shit.
I would have turned off after 5 seconds personally.
You know what? What stood out to me? Oh, my bad. Go ahead. You had something to say.
I can say that if you offer somebody to go to a cheesecake place as a first date, it depends. Is it a lunch date? I don't know. I don't know. Now, if you offer to go to a restaurant, then that's something. But is cheesecake a restaurant?
Thank you.
I don't know.
Have a good one.
I just don't think it matters. I think I'm agree with the fellas. I mean, unless you at a place where you really can't talk at, it's loud, there's nowhere to sit, you got to stand, it's a little uncomfortable. Honestly, I'm gonna just to say, like, if you like them, you'll go.
All right. What stood out to me, what she said in that video, is that she said, if you accept the Cheesecake Factory, then you'll never get to experience.
Yes. Yeah, you caught that. You caught that.
That's false. That's false. Yeah.
No. The reason,
Listen.
The reason it stood out to me is because to me that says that these are places that I can't take myself.
Exactly.
And I want to experience
exactly.
And in order for me
caught that, Tim.
I want you to see this experience. That's what stood out.
I want you to take me there.
I want you to sponsor my experience.
Absolutely.
Because
sponsor
I
my
can't
experience.
sponsor it myself. You caught that, Tim.
Loud,
Excellent observation, Tim. Excellent observation.
Right. And did y'all catch the fact that she said she could take herself to Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, but she didn't say she could take herself to Maestro.
Nope.
Exactly.
So she wants you. She clearly said it in both contexts. She wants you to take her to places she can't afford to take herself.
Literally, that's what she just said.
That's why I said I would have turned her off after 5 seconds. Like, you talking nonsense.
And this is.
But you have to cut it off. If you entertain, if you keep going back and forth with her, then you're obviously entertaining what she's talking about.
But here's what I say. Here's how. Can I interject? Here's how I say men entertain this shit. Y'all entertain this with giving this shit clauses like, if you were younger, if you was this, if you was prettier, if you had this, that, and the third. Dude, if your standard is A no matter what the fuck this shit is. I don't care how she pretty, how fat ass is, how young she is. All you do is telling her that you can't get it, but this one can. And then when this one get on the screen in front of TikTok camera talking about and a dude can't this, that, and the third, now you feel away.
But the thing about it is, though, Keisha, the overwhelming majority, and the overwhelming majority of women are not getting treated like that. The overwhelming majority of women are not getting Maestros. The overwhelming majority of women not even getting Cheesecake Factory. That's my whole point. The overwhelming majority of women ain't even getting Cheesecake Factory.
They get
They're
in.
going.
They're getting Uber Eats and Hulu subscriptions.
Nah,
That's it.
Yes.
they
Uber
get in.
Hulu
They
subscriptions.
get in Benihana.
Not even Netflix, Hulu.
They might get that.
Y'all ain't
No,
shit.
they ain't,
They,
bro. They ain't getting Benihanas. That's
they
you in
getting beans and
California. They ain't
bologna.
getting no Benihanas.
Beans
The
and
fuck?
bologna, and they
Listen,
backbone.
I'm not
now.
taking
That's
I'm not
all they
taking
get.
my woman nowhere where she's gonna
Beans
open
and
her mouth
bologna,
and
and
her
they
man's gonna
backbone
pour
now, bro.
sauce in her shit. We're not doing that. You can go there with your girlfriends, and that'll probably be your last trip without me.
They're not
But
getting it, bro. They getting Chipotle.
that's I don't even fuck with Chipotle.
And Wingstop.
They
But
getting
see,
Because
now,
I'm
but
sorry, I feel
Wingstop. That's what the
disrespectful,
fuck they're getting.
disrespected.
hold
If
on.
you want to go out on a date to Wingstop, that's
No,
it. Like they don't date the Wingstop, bro. Like that's something you bring for Netflix and chill. Stop playing with me.
Southside made a good point, and it's something that I adhere to myself. He was like, when he said, I don't even mess with Chipotle. Like for me, I look at it as if I enjoy to eat a certain type or a certain standard of thing, I'm not going to purposely lower what I would give myself to take a woman out because I feel like, well, she ain't earned it yet. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Like, if I feel like I'm taking you out, we going where the fuck we going out. Like
Right.
there's no like if I'm dating you, that means I spoke to you on the phone. We have some sort of chemistry, something. I'm not just taking a complete stranger. Now, if you're going on a blind date, all bets are off. You don't know what's what.
But a lot of these niggas is begging for attention, and so that's why they get treated like a motherfucking ATM machine.
And you right,
That part too.
For all of us saying no, there's 5 of them saying yes, and we'll get her to that spot. You know what I mean? Like that's how bad it is with this whole social media thing. You could put something out, and you'll get there.
What you mean? How bad it is with social media? It's always been that way.
No, I'm saying
social media just made it more accessible.
I know it's easier for them to get to the bag now. It's easier for them to get before you really couldn't see. Yeah, before
you had to work
really
to get to the. I mean, but it's always. I'm sorry, man. It's always been guys that been that way. That just like women, they had a certain standard, right? Just like women, a certain standard. I'm not breaking this standard, but for that certain pretty face, that certain pretty a certain attitude that she give you in the first, like her representative, be correct. All those rules just go out the window. Same thing with a woman. But talk about somehow she don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, and then next thing you know, she with a Pookie. Like those.
But how many women get that treatment though? Like, come on, sis. Like that
I'm
ain't
agree with you. A lot of women don't get a treatment. That's why I asked you about the
overwhelming majority of women. The overwhelming majority of women get treated extremely regular out here. Extreme. I've met grown women,
You ain't lying,
that have never been on a real dinner date with a man.
Yeah. He is not lying.
Well, so you ain't lying about that. It's not like it's a continue. Every time she meets a new guy and it's time for her to get courted, she's going out to formal dates or just going out to dates anyway. Like it's not.
But the point I'm making, sis, is that we have Reggie women listening to Cap from internet women and trying to base their life on that. And it does not work.
I have a problem telling regular black women, hey, we're dating. And automatically the needle gets switched to who? What? No, we're dating. Why does it have to matter who, what, where? We're at a stage where we're not in a relationship. So I should be able to date people. That's what dating is. But you start to run into this brick wall of all these questions and negativity. You can't be, but I'm open, honest with everything that I wrote now is much better. There's no, if I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you. If I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you. I'm dating until I figure out where I want to be, or if I don't want to date, or everything's off. That's it.
Do you use the reciprocity clause? Because I'm big on reciprocity. Like if I take a woman out, and if you ain't at least offering to take me out the next time, I'm probably not gonna fuck with you no more.
Wait, Wait, if the woman doesn't offer,
If I take a woman out today
right?
and it seems like it was cool, I don't give a fuck if we went to Starbucks or we went to a 15-star restaurant. If she don't at least offer to take me out the next time, I'm probably never fucking with her again.
Man, I'd be a lonely motherfucker if that was going on.
I don't play, bro. I don't. You gotta start dealing with. You gotta remember, nigga. This
No, listen,
2023.
I'm not looking for that, dog. If she wants to reciprocate that energy, fine. It could come by the third or fourth date, and that's cool. But that's not my role. That's not what I'm looking for in that.
So
Okay,
brother,
go ahead.
are you willing?
I'm looking for to
still,
take my woman out and have a good time.
but see, you keep saying woman on one regards, but then it's dating. It's it's two different things. A woman is somebody who's actually shown interest in you. She showed up for you. She's invested a little bit in you. She's reciprocated everything that you've given out to her, including time. She'll call you and say, "Hey, I want to come to see you." That's a woman. Now that's a different type of date. Now you can go and she'll probably be willing without even question to say, "Here, I got you this time." It ain't even gonna be lingering at the table.
Now,
But somebody who's just dating is just like, I just met you at the bus stop. We talked an hour or two on the phone. We set up a day later. The weekend we gonna get together. Blah blah blah. I have a place up for us to go. I've always avoided dinner dates the first time we go out because I like to see how somebody's interacting. Just playing pool. In the summertime, I like picnics. I like to do stuff like that. But it's a different time. I'm glad I'm not dating. I've been married 10 years, and I wouldn't even.
A nice pool hall, bowling.
But what I'm saying is do y'all think that we as a people, us, will be more accepting of those behaviors that we say that we don't want from our own? Will be more accepting to it in other?
As men,
both sides, men and women.
I've never dated a non-black woman that didn't reciprocate immediately. They understand that shit, bro. They just fundamentally understand. Like, and even if she ain't got it, I don't really mess with women that ain't got it. But even if she ain't got it, like even if she just really ain't got it, she's trying to reciprocate. Like that's just the way most other women are trained. It is what it is. Most women don't, unless you're a Kardashian, most women don't look at men as a level up. They just don't. And even if they do, they know how to reciprocate and at least play the game.
I mean, I would say in America, the I don't know how to say it without saying it.
What's the level up?
In America, I just think that the way we view it as okay. How Moody Wise said it. She's reciprocal just off the jump up. It's submissive and a dominant vibe to it from the jump, where it's not like their race don't have their own issues between the genders as well. It's just my point of view. I just think blacks see it so differently, where they get that every day. They get that submissive shit. They get that reciprocation from the jump. However, no motherfuckers still had problems. So clearly that wasn't the problem. And a lot of their from black, white to white, or Asian to Asian, Mexican to Mexican, Puerto Rican to Puerto Rican. I'm assuming that's not the damn cause. Like that's not the problem. The problem is that she's not submissive or she's not reciprocal. It might be other problems as well. But we're still stuck on these situations. Like, so we don't really get to see anything else. And when everything else happens, it's just like, oh well, she's submissive, she's reciprocal,
A lot of these other races, if you look at it, when say somebody who's early 20s, male or female, a lot of these other races, when they go to visit relatives, they ain't going to grandmamas. They going to their grandparents' home. They going to their aunts and uncles who are all married. Most of them are married. And that's the difference when a young person growing up, more than likely, he's just seen a woman or
Right.
aunties and a bum ass uncle who's probably turning them out, getting them high, getting his first little shot or whatever. But unfortunately, in the last 15, 20 years, this is what you've seen
The
in a lot of
structure,
our
the
communities.
structure
I
is
got a
different.
video. I got a video about that. Timotheus, can you cue that video? I got a
Yeah.
video about
I
that.
believe that. I agree with you. The structure is very different. And it
Yeah, the
goes back to
structure.
what I said in the beginning, is what they see, what they've been taught. Like a lot of us was outside. It wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they saying get married. They want their daughters
Yeah, yeah.
and nieces
Oh, they
because they know
teach
that
them how to date. They teach them how to
Cue
date.
it up, Morphine, and share the screen, and I'll put it up. Okay.
they know the importance of marriage.
It's in our notes, and you know I don't have a MacBook, so
Where in the notes is it?
and under the title, show 10 title, I think it's the
Show.
only video up there. Shut up. My dog over here. I'm sorry, y'all.
Real. That's
But
real.
I don't want
can
y'all to
do what
get
it's
too
supposed to do.
far from that topic. It's a video of a guy. He was talking about his jail experience and what they do in jails. However, he started elaborating maybe like I want to say 30 seconds in how he was raised and where he come from. And he's explaining it from his generation, which is honestly like my generation. I'm 34. He was explaining it from, I guess you would say, our generation. But that's how it starts off. But y'all have to, it definitely speaks on what y'all guys are talking about right now.
Yeah, like I have aunts who have raised about, one aunt that I can say on her hand, she raised about 30 foster kids. 10 of them had to been non-racial, you know what I mean? Like from a different race. It's like, and then what are they seeing? They seeing this whole cycle of no dates, people getting pregnant, people popping out, going to, you know what I mean? There's no blueprint. There's nothing for them to see.
But let me ask you a question, and I'm just now I'm gonna be devil's advocate. If I'm a young man, and I say this all the time, this is a glorious time to be a young man. Like,
You never been to prison. You don't know what the fuck.
Go ahead. My bad.
yeah, I'm saying this is a glorious time to be a young man. It's like ridiculously easy pussy out here. Like, I'd be mad if I was a young man looking for a wife, but if I was just looking to just get my rocks off and have me a few different women, this shit is like, I've never seen easier pussy in my life, like ever. This shit is this shit is amazing. Like, whew, shit. These young niggas.
It's a smorgasbord.
Yeah,
of
that's why the same
punani.
hand. That's why the same handful of niggas is fucking all the women, and then the rest of the niggas is got dry dicks.
And
Right.
that's why they're angry.
And that's why they're angry. I'm
That's why they're
happy.
angry.
I'm happy that the fellas on the panel can say it, and it's not some bitter, angry black
No,
woman
it's
up here calling a bunch of men incels
no.
because
These niggas
like
get
I
mad. That's
said,
why
man.
I get so much pussy. I can't keep men around me because it gets to a situation where you know what I mean? I try to help someone along, but you can't help somebody that's not you. Sometimes it's you know what I mean, and what you do. And so we get into this thing, they get into fights, they get into arguments, they be online, and there's a lot of angriness going around because there ain't no sex. You need human companionship, regardless
I
of
don't
what.
know how these like they. I don't. This shit is shooting fish in a barrel.
It's
Same thing with bitter women. Same thing with I mean,
it's
but he's right. They popping off out here. Like it's
I said that too. I said that too, DJ Soft. I said it don't seem like enough people busting nuts around here. This shit is crazy.
yes. I
it's
can't
weird
get
to me because we live in a society now. Like I don't know how these dudes are. Like right now, we're having men are reporting the lowest levels of having sex, and there's more men virgins than ever in history. I don't understand how that's possible when we live in a society where women are basically saying, you know, it's okay. I have a whole face and all of that. I can sleep with whoever I want. There's no, don't shame me into being a slut. All in the name of I have autonomy over my body. This is I'm a woman and we're sexual being. Like they're basically saying, if you want some, just ask me for some and you can have it. Like
Right.
But
They don't know. They don't know how to ask, bro. They weird. Because like for some reason, like in the past 20 years, and I'm just gonna say 20 years. No, maybe not that long. About 15 years. Like they've made men real moist. They made men like don't know how to. And I, excuse me for saying it like this. I don't know no other way to say it. There's no grab them by the pussy niggas no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they too sensitive as to what a woman is gonna think if they do certain things and say certain things, and they coming across like real strange. And so the girls is like, hey, I'm liberated, and these niggas is acting like they acting gay as fuck. I mean, like they grab her by the pussy. I mean, like literally, like
But brother,
I mean,
these young boys. Okay, go back 25 years, and my sister Morphine, you know, she spoke up in her generation. Most guys in her age have been raised by women and aunties, the mama and the aunties and 4, 5, 6 sisters in the house coming over, twerking and popping and thotting and showing you how to dance. You know, it ain't guys showing guys how to dance. When I was coming up, everybody had their own lane. If you was a certain age, you was in your own lane. You wasn't mixing with the older cats and the older females. Everybody was sort of groomed in their own lane, so you sharpen your sword based off your age group. It wasn't all mixed up like it is now. Now everything's mixed up. The kids have no differentiate. They can't differentiate anything. From the time that they can walk, they looking at ass and titties from the man and the woman.
I don't know, because I grew up in I'll be 44 next month, and I grew up in gang. Yeah, I grew up in gang culture. So in gang culture, a lot of the big homies was 10, 15 years older than us. And I had big homies. I was like, quit acting like a punk. Go holler at her. What's the worst she gonna say? No. Quit being a buster. No, go over there and holler at her. Shoot your shot.
He was putting you in those positions. He was saying, look, man, go. He wasn't letting you sit over and wimp out. He was like, man, go. What's the worst can happen? See, a lot of guys didn't have it. See, a lot of guys didn't have it. They were being just pushed.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry.
And that's where we are today, because all of those adults are struggling with relationships, male and female. And
but could it be possibly that the strong, independent women raise these boys to super respect women, and they raise these girls to be sexually liberated? And that's a huge disconnect.
Yeah.
Can you say that one more time? Please, pretty please, can you say it one more time?
The super independent, strong women, when they raising them children by themselves, they raise these boys to be super respectful of women. Super respectful. They're nice. They're hands off. They don't know how to touch. They don't know how to do none of that. They just super respectful of a woman's space, place, and get down. And then they raise the girls to be hypersexual. And now we got a whole generation of boys that don't even know how to get at the bras that's right in their face.
I believe now we talk about the super strong ones. I don't know, to be sexual liberated, like that sort of seemed like they would try to keep that shit closed more than anything.
No, hell no. Fuck no.
So she teaching her to throw that thing.
Yeah.
They basically.
You see the videos with the little babies in diapers dropping it. How do you think they learn that? Now,
you listen. Honestly, just because you got pregnant, that don't mean you having sex.
What?
What? What the
Just
fuck?
because you got pregnant, that don't mean you have.
You know that. You know that.
All right, so a
Huh?
lot of these women ain't been fucking. I ran into grown women. I ran into grown women with kids, and they just got fucked right.
I mean, I get what you say. I get what he's saying. Just because
Hold
you
on,
having sex
hold on,
don't
hold on,
mean
hold on, real quick. Brandon,
you
Brandon's in the
experience.
comments. I don't know where I can't find you on Facebook because I'm trying to send you the link so you can come up, bro. If you get on YouTube on the Average Black Man Show or on Morphine More Contentious Conversations, there's a link there because I can't. It says you commenting from Facebook, but I can't find where you commenting to send you the link.
Well, he might be on my Facebook then because I can see his comments.
But
We
yeah.
both can see his comments. So, well, Brandon, it's on one of the two. I mean, I put it on my Facebook. Did you put it on yours on Facebook?
Yeah, I got it everywhere. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's everywhere. He just got to look in the comments, and we don't got a whole bunch of comments. So good for you. Good for you. All right, let's get into this video, guys. Let's take it in. Again, this guy is speaking from my generation, my generation, not you guys's. Let's take it in here what he got to say.
You've never been to prison. You don't know what the fuck these people doing when ain't nobody looking.
Okay.
Ain't nobody violating nobody.
But
like the police.
are you're not in prison now?
Doesn't matter. I know what they're doing. I know for a fact the police will frame your ass. I know that they'll pull you over and put some shit in your car and say you had it and take you to jail and get you to where can't nobody see you and kill your ass. In jail, they killing motherfuckers and still counting them like they're there. They give you 20 years, kill you, bury you in the graveyard that's in the backyard, and they'll come around every day and count your ass like you in that cell and you ain't been in that cell for 5 years. They doing that. But nobody paying black men attention. Y'all not paying us attention. We surviving that motherfucker on our own. I grew up around people that's black women, that's drunks, and all hell could break loose. I grew up around very immature and irresponsible adults. We was smarter than the goddamn adults, raising our damn selves.
Okay.
I grew up in a household where the oldest watch the youngest, and the youngest become the oldest, and they watch the next youngest, and the parents is out doing whatever. That's the truth. Ain't no fucking lie. The parents want to party and club, and we watching our fucking selves, fending for ourselves. That's the truth. That ain't no lie. That's not a lie. That's where I'm from.
That's where you're from, but that's not in all cases though. So
yeah, but it's in a lot.
Very, very, even middle class, wealthy, even not so wealthy black families who are really doing what they got to do. A lot of parents are working. Black parents are working, and so they're not able to really be there for their kids because it's either I put food on the table.
mothers are keeping kids from their dads to be spiteful. Dads don't give a fuck. A lot of parents is having kids, and then they feeling like the kids is messing up their shine.
But you're generalizing a lot of this stuff, and these are
I grew up in the ghetto. That's what it is.
I mean, I grew up in the ghetto too, and we had some fathers there and some were, and some mothers there and some were. It wasn't all the way across the spectrum like that. Not everybody fits that narrative.
I don't know that, but that's what I said. I'm speaking on where I'm from.
Okay, so if you seem to have not all the answers, but some of the answers, and you know how to wake the community up, why do you feel people aren't accepting you?
They don't care. Let me tell you something. I realized people didn't care one time. I tried to help this dude with his case. He had a robbery. I'm like, bro, you could beat this case. Just take this case law. This man looked me dead in my eyes and said, man, I don't feel like reading that shit. I'm about to just cop out there 5 years. And I was like, what? But you'd be surprised how people's own laziness is the cause of their demise.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hey, Keisha, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Delete that video. Don't ever watch nothing from Young Pharaoh again, ever.
That's what I thought it was. I was like, is that Young Pharaoh?
Delete that shit. Don't ever watch nothing from. He's nuts.
Yeah.
He's a habitual liar, and he's nuts. Don't follow him just because.
Listen. That's neither here nor there. What is he saying? The message that he's saying, and the circumstances that he's painting is not false.
That's
not
actually here and in there. Do not listen Do not drink the Kool-Aid. I'm just
All right,
telling
but
you right now. I'm just
in
right.
fair,
Don't even. That's how it always starts. Well,
right,
what did he
but hold
say?
on,
It wasn't
hold
no
on,
lie.
hold on.
Let that nigga die.
In fairness, though, he did touch on what we were just saying, that these parents are raising kids in a fraudulent manner, in a deficient manner.
Yeah,
The
like they
little,
outside.
It's okay when y'all say it. It's not cool when Pharaoh say it though. That's what Moody Wise saying.
It's cool when they do
No,
it.
I'm saying it. I'm saying that nigga
Right,
got
it is 40 when he
80%
do it.
bullshit coming out of his mouth, and then
No,
if
no,
you
no.
hear some truth coming out of his mouth, you might not be able to discern the bullshit coming out of his mouth.
No,
Hey,
we know,
I
but
say the same thing about Pharaoh. That's why I laugh so hard, because
at that
Well,
point
I
we
don't,
talk about
I
big
just
count
got on that
niggas,
one part.
all that
That's
other
why I
shit.
just got that one part, bro.
Okay,
Like now,
let
but
that nigga go.
it's wild.
somebody got a mute. They got the password. I don't know the guy, so a lot of what he's saying is in the reality of what's in our community. He's grown up in this environment all of his life. He's seen it within his own family. He's seen it within his mom, his relatives, and his friends. They all in that environment growing up, and now they're becoming adults, and they mad as hell. They fighting everybody from grandmama all the way down to the 4-year-old. And that's the scary part because their experiences are real. We can't, whether it's his experience or not, we see it, brothers like that. We see brothers that may have spent 10, 15, 20 years of their prime life in the prison system. Now they're getting out trying to start relationships with the women that were left by their brothers, their fathers, their son. You know what I'm saying? So it's a scary situation. And he's saying nothing no different than the women are saying. This is both sides are saying the same thing because they grew up in these environments. And that's why I don't understand how the women put so much on the guys at their age, because they all had these terrible parents. They all had these fathers that weren't given a chance. And it's funny because a lot of people find out later that my daddy wasn't even that guy that my mama described him to be.
Right.
The
That
problem
part.
was he broke her heart, so she stayed stuck in her broken heart. And the fact that your child go around looking like him, pick up some of his mannerisms, she don't like you either. That's why a
That's
lot of these
spitefulness.
children are allowed to just do what they want by the age 15, 16. Most of them are doing whatever they want. They have no curfews on school days. They ain't doing no school work. They ain't cleaning up. The whole house smell like feet and booty and pee. And it's just sad. And the mama, she'll come out of the house laid to the nine with all of her BAPS uniform on and swear she's a boss lady and make $42,000 on Section 8. Well, she probably gonna make it. She just got a Section 8 apartment. And they cutting all that out. All that's getting ready to come to the head. When this new
Can I say
election
this?
comes, so it's over.
This is why I'm gonna scratch my eyeballs on this one. This is why I never did understand when women did come out with their bonnets and their pajamas on, but their kids is fresh to death on their way to dropping all 4 of them little hellions off to school. Why do people care? Why? She's supposed to look hit. Her kids is fly. It ain't about what she look like. It's about what them kids look like. It's about how them kids are presented. And honestly, if I'm waking up, I mean, I've seen people walk their kids to school at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, why are you alive right now? Like, so if I had to, because I never had to do that, but if I had to wake up that damn early, that's like waking up 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to get my kids ready for school. I wouldn't care about how I look either. You damn if you do, you damn if you don't.
But sister, the kids ain't looking like that. The kids look like they just woke up too, going to school with an empty stomach. I can see if you was cooking a little
Like,
breakfast, and these kids are coming to school snotty nose, clothes just in disarray.
yeah, I can never leave out the house like that. Like, listen, my mother used to be comatose, and I remember one time we had a motel run, and I used to have to get up at 4 something in the morning. It was still dark out, and I used to get myself ready because I had to travel across town. I had to go through And this is when I was in Cali, Tim. So I had to go through gang territories, all that type of shit. And I made my way, you know what I mean? But that was because of what was instilled in me from, you know, my uncle in Cali, his side. This is what I'm saying. Like, they don't got no blueprint. And we can't get mad at them if they don't. Like, you can't build a car if you don't know how to fucking build it.
Aren't you the
He said,
blueprint?
not the United States, the unit.
That's all. So that's why it's important, you know, to show them, you know, some sort of love, some sort of. We don't even have that in movies no more. When's the last black movie you seen about dating, young relationship? Nothing. Everything is either making a fucking a rap career and fucking hoes. That's all it is.
I mean, that's because black people are against dating at young ages. You know, we're not letting our 13-year-old date, bro. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not happening. You know, I hate to say it like this. Like, white people got dating shows for their fucking kids. They got events where they kids go dating and go on things like that. We don't have that. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, you know, maybe we should start that.
But it is a reason why, though, because in a lot of those other communities, most of them are homeowners, so you have collective bargaining, so you have a say so of what can be shown in your TV sets. You know, that's why they do certain commercials for the black community.
I lost my virginity to a white girl. White chicks are giving it up faster than black. Let's be honest. They just don't value the cat as much as black women do. That's the whole reality. Not to say that you shouldn't value a cat, but they're able, and because they're white too, they get a, you know what I mean? They get a pass with shit.
Now
you don't get you get a different light.
Do you think that has something to do with being fetishized though?
No, I think it has to do because they get a pass. Like we still get a stigma. Like a black woman can't live like a white woman recklessly like that and still get looked at the same way, still get held in the same job, esteem, everything, community, and it's not fair.
But she'll switch up too. That Becky will switch when it's her time to come out of that.
Becky always gonna be Becky.
Should it be fair? I'm asking, like, should it be the same?
Wife, Becky will come in cooking and cleaning and sitting there bringing you your slippers at the door. When she's ready to cross over, she's gonna come. She's not gonna come to you and say, "I'm a boss chick. I'm gonna do what I want, but you gotta marry me and take my 4 kids." No, she's gonna flip that switch on.
But their structure is not set up like that. That's what I'm saying.
But even if we did do that, and even when we did do that, it didn't keep it. Man, none of that shit keeps no dude. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real. At the end of the day, whether it's a black man to the white man to the Asian man to the what man, men aren't honest about being monogamous. Let's just put that shit there. Because with all that for either one of these women, whether it's the woman that got a crazy ass attitude to the woman that attitude is at ease, it's that whole monogamy thing. Some men need to be honest. Like, listen, I'm just not monogamous, boo. I like multiple women, and you could have that too. What it said black woman. It's black women that know how to cook. It's black women. Yeah, we got attitude. We black. You've been in this. Have you not been black in America? I mean, that comes with the territory, but that doesn't mean we got to be evil, mean spirit. You know, that doesn't mean none of that. That just means that we're not going to come with a Becky attitude because we ain't have a Becky lifestyle.
See, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. That's just how we view ourselves. Like, there's stereotypes that we all have that just kind of stay stuck to us. Yeah. Like, you know, like me being a black man, there's a stereotype that comes automatically set there. They got whole cliches. They got cliches like, you know, once you go black, you're a single mom. You know,
damn.
You know, damn. Like
wow, bro. Like wow.
That's fucked up.
Wow.
We're just known as being, we don't take care of our kids. But the statistics show that we're the most active fathers of all men. We the ones that they're changing diapers, giving babies baths and all of that. We're active, the most active. And we don't get that credit where it's due at all. We don't. We are stuck in this stigma of black man ain't no good. Gangbangers, violence, killers, thugs, gang, all of that. And black women also have similar stigmas of being ratchet, ghetto, and all. Like a black woman can't be passionate about defending her kids at school. Like if something happens at school and a black woman go to school and flash, oh, why she gotta be all ghetto? Like, no, she love her kids and she's being passionate. It's just we as black people, we have to understand that those stereotypes are there and they shouldn't be, but we got to be aware of them. It just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Vinny?
What's up, Vinny?
I don't know who Vinny is.
How you doing? Welcome to the show.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
We good. You handsome. Sorry. I'm gonna go back to typing because that's what I was doing before.
Yeah,
I looked up.
She from Philly, so you having the beard automatically makes you a
word.
Looks like a cheesecake bake. Looks like a cheesecake bake.
Yo, listen, I like cheesecakes and beers.
Oh, that's why. Oh, your opinion was biased then.
What? Oh well, yeah, my opinion was always biased. Like, what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? Like, what are you trying to say?
Wow, look at this here.
Like, what are you trying to say? I feel away. I feel attacked. What do you mean?
Oh my Lord.
I feel attacked. She don't want to go there. She don't gotta go there.
Wow.
She don't gotta go there. She don't gotta go there. She cool.
Now we get
she can
it.
stay
Now,
right where
now
she
it all
at.
makes sense. It all's coming full circle. I love it. I love it. Oh man.
Good evening, Jessica. I know you it's happy pre-turkey day. I know you probably cooking right now.
I made some rib brisket. I made a rib brisket and I'm making a jerk turkey.
My mother's still alive and I still got elders, so I call it the old peoples. I got old peoples. So as long as they hear it cooking, I don't have to cook a Thanksgiving. You hear me?
You gotta call them seniors. They're seniors.
No, I'm going to two places. I'm going to two places.
They're my old people.
I've done
like
whole
They're funny. They give me youth.
I love cooking.
It's nothing wrong with cooking. I want them to feel youthful and vitalized and used and useful. So I let them do their thing. Like, they get to teach me old ass recipes that I learned 5 times every time we come here. I get to hear the same stories that they told me every freaking Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a fact.
It's a bonding thing. Let the old people do what old people do.
That's a lesson.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting it good. I do it because ain't nobody here.
Yeah, I just soak up the facts of life, like especially as old as they turn. Like, so you 65 now.
Get all that.
You should have more information.
Yes, we all need. I like to learn every day. I love to learn every day.
Me too.
Yeah, no, that's why that's
30 something different every day, man.
Yeah, I stop asking people.
Yeah.
So back to this video, I blame the generation before mine's for setting the bar so low. For my generation, I
got frustrated with people. Have you ever been lost before GPSs and everything came out? Before any of that,
maps.
Have you ever been lost and asked someone some directions and they led you in the wrong way?
Hell yeah, you had to. That's why you used to have to ride with your own road map.
Absolutely.
I'm saying literally, like, hey, and they would. Why would you do that? You could have just said no. You had every option to say no. That let me know that people ain't shit.
Well, you got to look at it 2 ways. If you ask somebody who's walking for directions, then you probably ever went to where you trying to go.
They could have said no.
Yeah, you probably already fucked up right there.
No, I'm saying that's in general. If you ask anybody, they say, hey, it's such and such, or like, how do I get to there? You just say no.
You ever got lost and your phone don't have no reception, but you at a roadblocker and they got the little scan thing, so you gotta scan it to find where you at. You be like, yo, but searching. Like why y'all even have this out here knowing ain't no signal out here? Like y'all played everyone that actually go and try to scare this.
Yo, Nah.
I 100% those kind of feel this whole little combo. Only because I struggle a lot, man, with helping my own people, and what I mean by that is I want to help my people, like badly, but we do so much negative towards each other, man, that it's like it just puts a bad taste in your mouth, and it really does bother me. It really does bother me. Like me and my younger sister have been talking about certain things. She was dealing with some young ones at her job, and she got an attitude. And I said, just let them slide. Just let them slide. Like they don't know. Like they're gonna find out at your job because you know you're gonna be one of them ones that's training them. Like they're gonna find out. Like just let them slide though. But then I had a situation where I pulled up to I used to work at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up to a gas station I used to work at, and somebody almost hit my car. And you know how your adrenaline just go?
Yeah.
And your mind go with it? Well, I started hollering out the window stuff, man, and I didn't give a damn. Like I almost hit the car.
Oh,
Come
shit.
to find out, it was one of my old customers that used to come in, and he was an old head. So, you know, I told him straight. I was playing with him when I said it, but I low-key meant it because I try to control myself, especially when it comes with dealing with my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it got real heated. It was me. It was gonna be me versus like 9 people.
Damn.
That's how many popped up out of the woodworks. But I still know the people that worked up there, so they jumped up ready to fight with me and for me. But I was like, I don't even really want to do this because they look like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to talking, and you know, it got squashed. But you know, it's just that kind of stuff where it's like, it's just all of this shit is a test, man. All of this is a test.
Y'all ever found when you go into a black-owned store that some of the things, because I always said this, I always felt this way, some of the things are overpriced for the neighborhood that they're serving, you know? And I was like, if I go to the discount store 3 doors down, it's $2 to $3 cheaper. So they always give me this, I'll call it a ruse, but it's almost like a scripted response where if I was Versace, you would pay for it. You got enough money to buy a Prada though. And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't have enough money to buy none of that shit. Like, what are you talking about? Brother, that's why I'm here in your store.
Right.
So, you know, I mean, I don't think when I walk in Walmart or when I walk in Foreman Mills, are they talking about something? Well, you walking in here with them Gucci's on, so why can't you pay $30 instead of $10.99? Like,
I think a lot of them forget that they all used to be in Payless shoe store.
I'm gonna say this coming from the business side, that they can't pay what they gonna pay, you know, for the same product. So the only way we could probably help them is to maybe pay a little bit so they can get to the point where they can get it for that price. You feel me?
But I think it's a little different. I see it a little different. You know, I hear what the young lady said about the prices, but a lot of these stores, whether they're African American owned or any other race, a lot of them will price their goods on the potential of being robbed. Just like insurance raises insurance on potential, just like, you know, the credit, you know, your credit scores differentiate based on where your address is.
True.
So I don't think so much, but I think black people really go into business differently. They
I will say
focus
this on
on
food.
money.
I will say this on food. We don't
but
have
they
a lot of
focus
like black owned. Oh, I'm sorry.
They focus on money only. They focus on raising that price so they can get that new SUV. So they can get that latest. They ain't doing it to invest in the business. That's why a lot of business don't last more than 4 or 5 years, because they taking all that, what is it called? The dividends, the extra income, and they buying more stuff to make their family
Yeah, they're making
be
the
in the same
overhead bigger.
situation. They're not
Yeah.
looking at the future. Say, let me sacrifice 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, they're going to
Spend as
blow that
little as
stuff.
I can. No, they want to get a brand new this and a brand new that. So they're not really saving. So then when they go and look at their inventory, they forgot they gave their cousin, they hired their cousin Keisha, and she liked the hair product, and she gonna use it up and take a little bit here and there, and that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I think we really got, when you want to do a business, you have to really, really vet family members. You know that they like to take breaks and they talk about their other job, how bad they them doing. So you got to really look at that. And to my brother Vinny, it's the last thing. And this is to brother, if you want to help your community, if you have nieces and nephews and you have availability to spend weekends and some days with them and just get on their school list where you can go and check up on them if you have the time, do that right there and do
You know
that
what's funny?
regularly to your family and be consistent.
That's my situation already. That's low
Okay.
key my situation already. And that's my brother. Tim is my brother.
Okay.
You know, his babies is over here right now too. You know, so it's you know, I take part in the family thing. I just mean like when I say help my people, I mean like we need to get to a place where we trust each other. That's literally what I mean. Like how the little fight went down on the docks.
Oh yeah.
If it was any of y'all, I seen some people rolling up on y'all like that. If it was any of y'all, I don't gotta know you. You get what I'm saying? I'm a ride. You know what I'm saying? And I do that for my people. I don't do that for everybody. I don't care if we wrong at the moment. If I see y'all getting ready to throw the hands, I'm jumping in there with y'all.
That's the common denominator out of all black. What is considered colorism, hatred, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
If one of us,
that's in the handbook,
and it's 3 of them, it could be 2.5 of them. It's all hands on deck. It's like what?
That's in the manual.
It's been like that since the beginning of history. Like I'm trying to tell y'all a foretell. It was a house Negro and a field Negro, and he was like, and that's how it was. Like it was just on from there. Somehow, in some way, no matter how much we fight, like when it's time for us to stand up for one another against what we think is the enemy, rather whomever it may be, we always stand up for one another. Now, I hope that can continue throughout this so-called gender war that we going through in this social media phase. I think by the time once the new election come here, all this shit is going to be water under a bridge. I just really do. It's just going to just slowly die off because it's a new fight to fight. Don't be saying I'm capping. I mean, if I am, I'm trying to cap for all of the gender war shit. Like it's going to die off.
That's the hat symbol from the brawl on the docks. The boy threw his hat up, and all the black people came to fight.
Right. The boy threw his hat up, and you know that was they came chairs, armed with chairs and shit. Like it was
because I'm gonna show up just like Batman. Like I'm not playing.
Like that's just how we was.
But at the same time,
that's how we always was.
But at the same time,
I'm about to lose
know
my black mayor to some controversy. New York, our black mayor, he must have took some turkey money. It's so ironic that they trying to fry this nigga on Thanksgiving.
That's wild.
Yeah, he took some Turkish money or something. It's a rat.
Oh.
I'm like, oh man.
Oh, so he tried to play white politician with a black man's skin?
Yeah, like he took some white bread and he stepped on too many toes. Like this nigga he was doing too much. I knew it wasn't gonna last. I was just hoping. You know?
Look, he ain't doing nothing different than his predecessors. He just, had the wrong. He ain't had the complexion for the protection. You know.
I'm just like,
But how does that help the community though? When you get in certain situations, sometimes you got to put your own selfish needs aside for the greater good of the community, because there's other ways that he could have like pinched off of that by giving it to certain entities within the community who are really trying to help the community. Then, like they do on the other side, once
Yeah.
they pass the money over, they kick it back around like, here you go over on this side. But
I don't.
we just
I
got to
don't
think
know.
about it in those positions. We
That
have
was
to.
another
know,
reason why I wanted to squash it with those people at that gas station, because everybody else was looking.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And when there's a problem between somebody in my community, I'm just like, yo, let me look at this real quick, because I don't want it to go there, because other people are looking.
Yep.
They don't need to see any more discord between us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is my biggest problem with our people is that
I'm
we're
so
quick to
disappointed.
help everybody else, but we don't help ourselves first. We're supposed to help ourselves first, establish, and then we can help other people. But I just mean stuff like that. Like if I have a disagreement with y'all, I'm not gonna get loud and all this stuff. We're gonna talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Because these other people is watching. They want to see us do the stereotypes. They want to see us be the stereotypes. And
The
some
problem
of us are okay with being the stereotypes. That's my problem.
part of the problem is we're in a clout world now.
Yeah.
And so you have to be careful. You got to move carefully. The waters got real murky.
Yup.
And so when you get into these situations, people like to be extra voices. Even on social media, you could be interpreting something. And you have people that troll, and just because they want to get fame, negativity fuels the beast sometimes.
Yep.
And this is where we're at. So you have to move carefully. You got to know who's around you, and that's just it. And as you get old, when we're younger, we want these groups. When you get older, you just got like individuals. Your circle turns into a square.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sometimes
I think as a people, we got too much. We got too much shit against us as a people to have the audacity to want to have a gender war.
Yeah, I'm
it's
that's
just
real
like
shit though.
It's like that. We got too much stuff going on in our own community to want to compile a gender war on top of that.
Let me acknowledge Percy and Oculus. Thank y'all for joining.
Welcome,
thank you guys. Thank you, Percy.
Hey, shalom. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
What's happening, cuzzo?
Peace.
Oh yeah, y'all. What's this? Family reunion on this joint? Like
it's Thanksgiving. What you think?
Y'all
all
family.
the family came. Are y'all all in the
family.
same house? Like
nah.
I'm out here in Alaska. I ain't even.
Whoa.
You ain't even with them.
I can't reside with them niggas.
Hey, you chill out.
He said, "Mel me a piece
literally,
of turkey,
chill out.
man. Mel me a piece
Yeah,
of
I'm
turkey."
already chilling, bro. It's cold as fuck out here, man.
He chills out. He
Man,
already
what's
said
You don't
what
appreciate it. You don't
What's up, bro?
appreciate it.
What's that temp
No,
right now?
he already gave us what his good nights are. So yeah,
Yeah.
chill out, brother.
I don't know exactly, but earlier it was like -6.
Damn.
Nah, that's warm. That's warm. I'm telling you, like, give it about a month. That shit gets like -35, -40 out here, man.
Why? Why are you there, brother? Like, you never mind. That's another conversation
What
for
men
another
do.
day.
Men do. Men
You know
do
what
men
bothers me
stuff.
too? When brothers just go to Alaska and they just be trying to do stuff out there, like that's where they're supposed to be.
I mean, it's
like,
I mean,
why is you there?
I'll tell you. I'm out here because I'm in the military.
Yeah, I knew
But
it had to be something.
yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
for
that
real
sound
though,
about
like
right.
there are opportunities for brothers to come out here and do things though. Like
No, I know.
especially
I was just cracking. It's not every day you hear about a brother in Alaska like that.
Black man in Alaska.
They
That's
are
like,
there. It's just you just don't hear about it.
yeah, no doubt.
Man, my skin instantly started chapping as soon as I heard where you was at.
Oh yeah, for real. Like you got to keep that African shea butter and stuff on you so you can stay moisturized out here. It'll mess you up.
Yeah, man. I just started thinking about how they don't agree with dark chocolate skin. Chocolate and cold.
Yes, it do. It won't crack. I think that's what. Think about it. I think, especially brother, since you're in the military, I think you're probably in your early 20s, just based on what you said, or mid 20s or so. But I think this is where brothers do themselves a disservice by not taking opportunities to venture within the United States or other parts of the world. Most brothers are, they cool being in their hometown. They cool talking to the same girls with the bad breath from high school. They cool with, and getting a passport is one thing, because you're going to get a passport, visit somewhere a couple of weeks, and then you're going to come back to America. But if you're a young man like this brother is, the military is one of the best options to go and see the world for free. You see the world for free. And whatever you decide to do, you still have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone as a man. That's how you get a chance to grow up. Get away from mama, get away from that little twin size bed. You got your feet hanging over, and start letting your survival skills kick in. So when you get ready in a space in your head where you want to have that family, you're prepared for it, because now, instead of just looking to buy a house, you're thinking about building a house. Then if you do buy a house, you're like, anything break, I can fix it. I don't need to call somebody else to come over here with their shirt off in front of my wife while I'm at work. So you got to really think about adventuring out as a young man. Now, 40-year-olds, we get a little old. We trying to get home after work. We ain't trying to, we going out on Friday. We ain't hit no more midweek happy hours. We trying to get in and get out, go home to our family. But if you 21, man, 22, man, the world is your oyster. Go get it. Go get it.
Well, I'll say this, brother, because I'm 32 actually, and
Nice.
that's what I tell the young brothers out here, man. Like,
He in my age group. I'm not the only young buck on here no more.
but I tell the young brothers that, man, like I don't know, like people come out here and they're homesick. I say, man, go back home and then come back out here, man. You'll see that, it's not worth the squeeze. Get out there, deepen your wisdom. Get out there and travel, even if you don't stay in the army. Try to find an occupation where you can travel, and don't just throw away the experience that you've gained here in the military. Like, use that stuff and go out there and see the world, man. It's more than just mama back home and that that old high school love that you got. Like, get out here, man. And another thing I tell brothers is, like, don't be out here being stupid, bro. Like, you're 20. Like, don't be out here just slinging your thing and whatever, like, well, brother, I'm trying to get my rocks off, man. I say, I got you, bro. But, you in the military, bro. Like, you don't think people gunning for you? Like, people are trying to, like, take what you have. Everybody knows that the military has its benefits, but,
Right.
use it.
Don't
What's
make a
that?
target out yourself. Don't make a target out
Exactly.
yourself, fellas. I always say that. Don't make a target out yourself.
Hell yeah.
100, man. Because, like,
Like,
it's
some of them passport bro videos is not. Let me get on camera when I'm talking. Some of those passport videos don't go for you. It's not coming off like you're giving information. It's coming off like you putting a target on your back. Like, this is tricking us. How to trick for the foreign man. And not like, yo, listen, I seen this, I traveled to seen that, and this is where such and such go. It's not informational. Y'all not talking about how to get money out there. Nothing. I'm just saying.
Nah, know your worth. Know your worth. That's
no doubt. I mean, if you're going out there, you going to another country to trick, it is what it is. I'm just saying that, I agree with you, sister, in the fact that, I think that being a little more low key with certain things, I think you should bring awareness to, hey, brothers, that there are things that you can do outside of just living in the States or living in your hometown.
Mhm.
But, you don't have to put necessarily all your business out there like that. You know what I mean?
Don't put out there that you tricking. Just like I would tell a girl, don't put out there where you want to go hoe at, so they can know where to come kidnap your ass.
Yeah.
So I would tell a man the same thing. It's not saying you're going to get the same effect. No. See, double standards don't work like that. You get different effects. So don't make yourself a target at all. If that's what you're going out there, move like lasagna. Move in silence.
That's it. You're in the
This
military.
ain't the airport. You don't got to
Cover me.
tell everybody what you doing. Why they got to know?
Yeah, I mean,
just
I'm gonna tell you, the brother was mentioning about the military. Like, it was weird because I just started, kind of letting people know that I'm in the military, and I've been in it for 3 years now. But I don't know. I've gotten a different kind of attention, I guess you can say, from the other sex.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, now all of a sudden, bras are popping up in my inbox and kind of giving me the eye when I walk around in public. It's like, what in the world
I mean,
happened?
it's
Like, I just
nothing
started this.
sexier than a man in a uniform. You know that.
Them benefits, man. You got that. You
It's
got
Coming
that
first.
and then the benefits,
Wait, wait, wait.
If you do your life on
alone
the
just
line,
be
you better
like,
go
But hang on.
cash it
y'all the
in.
only one to get to keep your check and still have a job. Like,
Word.
Everybody needs to know that for every occupation,
we don't know that. We know that.
there's a
Not secret
groupie
no
for
more.
every occupation. Groupies are not just for celebrities and musicians. If there's a bar that's the policeman go to the bar, they got one in there that's looking to catch them a policeman. They got
100%.
the same. They got. He'll tell you right now he on a military base. They got a nightclub on the military base, and it's only for the soldiers. That's the cold part about it, is that it's only for the soldiers. So that tells me that when this woman's husband deploys, she finna go to this nightclub and find the man whose wife deployed, and he in the nightclub with her. But that's a whole nother story, though.
I mean, yeah, because you got to remember there's women in it, and I heard they all be smashing. You know what? I'm gonna just shut up. But
I mean,
y'all be getting down. Y'all lit in the military. Let's just say that.
yeah, and it's kind of hype in the army. I mean, believe it or not, like it's not even. I mean, yeah, you got what we call the barracks bunnies, but it's like you got
I got terminology for these women.
yeah, for real. But like
Yeah.
also, believe it or not, like a lot of these
I ain't
women are
here
like
for
into
that.
each other.
But
Like
hold on,
they,
Keisha brought up tricking and traveling. So Percy, what you got to say about that?
Wow, tricking and traveling. Tricking it. We're trademarking that. Like that's our trademark.
He left.
Tricking and trapping. Oh no.
He
I
left.
mean, if that's his, I'm not. Listen, I would never shit on a brother for tricking and traveling or tricking at all. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But everything ain't for everybody. And I would tell the women too. I'm not biased and I'm not sexist. I would tell the women the same thing. Everything ain't for everybody. It's just it isn't. Now we are going to have a show where we give out some sex. We're going to have a show. We're going to talk about sex education, and we're going to lay all these things out. We're going to talk about it all. You heard me? We're going to talk about it all. But that's in another show because these people need some sex education. They got to understand it's okay for sex to be mutual.
Yeah, there's a lot of selfish fuckers.
what do you mean by sex needs to be mutual, sister?
Mutual, brother. Like I want this as much as you want this. Okay. Like I walk up to you like I want that dick. You could give it to me. We could do this the hard way or the easy way. How you want to do it. Women can do that. We're gonna give out some good sex education, and we're gonna allow people to be. We're gonna be practice libertism on that show. We're gonna practice some libertism on that show. Y'all gonna come out your shell, and we ain't gonna be over here having a Madonna horror complex. Okay, if y'all don't know what that is, look it up.
Do women do that already? Don't they do that already to the guys they want to give it to?
Not always. Women, we're gonna talk about that in the show. Don't start trying to ask me what
I got a
conversation
few
is
things I
gonna be
wanted
in
to
the
ask
show.
real quick.
Not always. No.
Because I
Don't be
mean,
surprised.
I'm. Wait, brother. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying they send signals, so it's all the same. You know, if a guy's looking for those signals, he gonna find it, and he gonna give you exactly what you asked for. Some guys don't know how to see those signals because they're not used to women. If the numbers are 60-some% of men are single and childless, then it's a small number, a smaller group of men getting out cheeks, and these guys that are not getting it on.
That's not true. Just because she didn't get her pregnant doesn't mean he wasn't having sex. That's kind of
no. But what I'm saying is, most of the women, from what the numbers are saying, if over 60% of men are childless and single, then they're not getting a regular opportunity to get some cheeks. It's that small group of men they're getting those cheeks.
Well,
the numbers are there. We got to take what's there.
In the club, they shoot each other on the block.
Y'all gonna fuck my show up because y'all want to talk about this, and I said this is another damn show. We already at 2 hours in this show. We about to end this one. Okay.
All right. I'll back off.
Dang it.
Yo, bad.
Percy, you've been quiet. Being in the show, let Percy get his spiel in. His little spiel.
No, I'm listening, bro. I'm enjoying the conversation, man. Ain't
Well, we mentioned tricking and traveling, and you've been traveling. So, what's your point of view on that?
I've been traveling, but I ain't been tricking.
There it is.
There you go. There you go. You said tricks are for kids. Silly Webbit.
About that. Not yet, at least. Not yet.
Also, they say
ain't mad
ain't
at
tricking if you got it. So
Yeah,
I ain't mad
that
at
too.
You got a preference about you?
No, it's still tricking. No,
Hey, tricks is for kids, man. I'm a man. I'm a full grown man. Tricks for kids, bro.
not
Well, can I
talking.
ask the panel a question?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
what's the difference between a man tricking here in the States and him tricking in, Venezuela, we'll say? Like, I mean, does it really matter the locale? I mean, if it's
About
tricking, it's tricking.
$200-$300, my brother.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the other place is cheaper, right?
Goddamn.
Well,
It's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's cheaper to him. It's not cheaper to the person that's selling it.
Right,
because it's a currency thing. Like to her, he giving her say $20, but it's like $2,000 for her, or $200 or $500 for her. So you really.
Well,
that sounds like a deal.
It's a currency thing. Like it's a currency thing. Like that's not her fault.
If
don't
I
got shit to
give,
do with her. That's the country.
Wait. In the Philippines, the American dollar is 5-1.
Okay.
So that means if I go to the Philippines, well, it's more than 5-1. I think it's 500 to or 50-1. Because let me Google it before I say the wrong thing.
Yeah, get your fact together, brother.
All you want to do is prove my point. To her, it's a lot of money. She gonna charge you up in her currency. She charge you top dollar, but in your currency, it's not that top.
So may I ask the sister? So you saying that I should pay the foreign woman exactly what I would pay, according to her currency, what I would pay to an American woman?
No, I'm saying it current in the
right.
to the whore, it's the same amount, but to you it's not because of what country you're in. The currency is different.
I've had different.
So if that same woman in America went over there, her price wouldn't be more. It would probably be the same thing because of that currency.
This is why I say the passport bros go to third world countries. They champion the Philippines, the DR, all of these places where the American dollar go long. So if you go to the Philippines and you got $1,000 pocket change of American dollars, you have $55,500.50 in Filipino money.
Sound good.
That sound good. Only problem I have with this whole international thing, I've had international cheeks, and let me tell you something, ain't no cheeks better than black cheeks. I'm sorry. You can have some Spanish, white. I've had Guyanese. I've had Chinese. I've had Italian. I've had German. And there's nothing like sweet black coochie. It fits better. It grips like there's a way comparison. It's taste, everything, texture, everything.
He said the taste, the texture, like he was like it's just God made it very perfect.
I mean,
my man,
I
I feel the same thing about a black man's genitals as well. I mean,
I don't know.
What's more beautiful than that? I mean, there's not another beautiful creature than that. Like, I don't know.
Like, I don't know. That's just for me. I don't know. Like I said, I've had a good amount of, selection of different type of nationalities and all type of situations and shit. And I could truly say, like, I always gravitated towards that because that just felt amazing.
Well, I mean, I think it's. I mean, I think it's just like we're all just. I mean, I don't want to make it as simple as we're meant for each other, right? I mean,
I know,
it's
right?
like you don't see ducks with chickens. You don't see penguins with eagles. You might be all birds, but
he was like, we don't see penguins with eagles.
I'm glad you're saying this. I just feel like that.
Like birds of feather flock together kind of thing.
That's who our nature is. We made to be together by nature.
Yeah.
That's just who we are. That's why we all got the fat noses, the big lips, the sausage toes. We all got the
The farmer going
same
to sample
features.
what the world has to offer. Nobody's
You
saying that.
know, you
I
know
mean, even
what's
with
funny? I was in this racist group. I always talk about this. Is like my second live that I talk about this racist group because they funny as shit to me. I'm 34 years old. I never experienced extreme racism in my life, so I'm giggling. This is funny because they ignorant as shit. They don't even know what they're saying because they're
Oh, yeah.
millennials too. Like we're in the same age group. You don't know what the hell. You don't even know how to be racist. Stop it. Just stop it. But anyway, the guy was basically trying to call me a Negro and say that I was enslaved, but he was a Jew.
Oh my God.
You can only imagine how that conversation went.
Wow.
And it
How
Oh,
did
he was
wasn't
a
like I was
Khazar.
coming at him. It
Hold on,
wasn't.
hold on, Morphine. Hold on. Everybody stay right here where you are for the after show. I'm gonna end this live and everybody just sit right here, sit tight, and we can keep the conversation going. All right.
sounds good.
All right.
Well, good, because I'm happy you going off because this is a good conversation. It shouldn't be televised because you know
Right,
YouTube will cut your ass off as soon as you start
All right,
talking about them.
everybody in the
Mhm.
audience, make sure you like and subscribe to More Contentious Media and the Average Black Man Show.
And thank you.